Hey everyone, Tommy Marquez here on location at CrossFit West in Santa Cruz, California, alongside my friend, head trainer and co-owner of CrossFit West, Daniel Jahangard. Danny, thanks so much for joining me today, bud.
Thanks. Thank you so much for having me, guys. Thank you.
You may recognize his handsome mug from a CrossFit Kids spot that we just recently put out. If you haven't already, head over to the CrossFit YouTube page and check out that video. But today, we're talking the team series through the eyes of an affiliate. And so the team series and competition in general is it's an interesting dynamic for different gyms because of the clientele. What would you say your gym and CrossFit West and Ready, what's their approach to competition?
We definitely are for friendly competition in our gyms. You know, we put weekly challenges. One of our head trainers puts weekly challenges up every Monday, and then athletes have until a week to participate in them and see how they do. They are scaled in a way where everyone can do them to some extent. You know, depending on some people might be more proficient with it, but we are very pro-friendly competition. We really do feel that having our members be a little bit uncomfortable is good for them. You know, I think competition really sort of puts them out of their comfort zone, makes them do things that they usually would like scale out of or avoid. So I think that in general, we are pro for friendly competition.
And so you mentioned getting uncomfortable. What are some the other reasons why you think it's important for people to compete in CrossFit and members of all shapes and sizes to come in and do these competitions? Something like the team series.
Totally. Well, I think that, you know, when you do these competitions, there's no really scaling out of things because you do not like them. You know what I mean? You know, I'll say right now, I'll be honest, I do not like rowing. I do not like biking. I do not like anything where I sweat profusely. So if there's like a workout where there's like, you know, let's row 5K, I'm like, you know what? I'm okay right now. I don't want to do that. There's like, let's squat a little bit. Let me lift some mediocre weights. But in like a team series format or like a open format, it's like, hey man, 60 calories on the rower. This is how it starts, and then we'll begin. I'm like, you're forced to sort of go with what you've been avoiding.
So you run two gyms, CrossFit West and CrossFit Ready. For the team series, since it's pairs and you can basically do any pair possible as long as you train together, how do you go about picking teams for this? Do you encourage both gyms to kind of intermix or something like this? We
are fortunate enough where we do have 2 locations with 2 different groups of athletes. So we do encourage it, but what we've seen is people are going to go with their friends. They're going to go with the people that keep them accountable and coming to the gym. You know, hey, it's Tuesday night, you want to come? Hey, do you want to be my partner, by the way? We already kind of work out with each other. We kind of know each other. Let's do this.
So preparation-wise now, since we have the team series coming up in a few weeks, what are you guys doing to prepare? Are you adding anything into your programming? What are you guys doing?
So we've also been fortunate enough where in the grand scheme of our, you know, programming, we have weekly partner workouts, which the team series now has evolved from people, you know, 4 people to any kind of pairs, which, you know, every Sunday at 10 o'clock in one of our locations, we always have a team workout with any type of pairs. So they've been training for this without them even knowing it for years now.
Obviously that helps them get ready for just the team dynamic, but how are you guys accounting for the team series schedule-wise? I know that, you know, having a competition can kind of throw a wrench in programming and stuff like that. Are you planning anything outside of the normal schedule of your weekly stuff for the team series?
Well, we for sure will put at least one, we might do a hybrid of the workouts on our Sundays where we already have our team workouts, so that'd be an easy sort of thing to do. But in general, you know, we're going to do our best to accommodate people with the judges and have trainers on staff. But since the team series puts so many workouts in a, you know, Wednesday to Monday format, where it's one of those things where, especially with 2 locations, it's definitely going to be challenging as a managing perspective. But we will put like trainers' availabilities on the board, so hopefully then first come, first serve to organize it in that fashion.
Cool, cool. And so one more thing, so I mentioned earlier that Daniel was in a piece for CrossFit Kids, and you're the CrossFit Kids coach here. You work with kids of all ages, including teens, and the teenage division is something that's actually kind of blown up on the competition side of things recently. Where does competition fit in kind of the scope of what your plan is for your kids and teenage classes here at West?
Oh, awesome. Well, we do friendly competitions in the class itself. Our main goal is to become more of a competitors, you know, to evolve into that competitive aspect of like CrossFit and all that. Our main goal is to build a very strong foundation of fit individuals, and then, you know, across all the domains, make sure they're strong, make sure they know how to use the barbell, and then once they feel confident in themselves, and then they can go and move on to the competitor platform.
And have you seen any of that kind of transfer so far with some of the clients that you've had?
Yes, Emma Spath. Keep a lookout for her because she has been in the kids program for a while now, and now has evolved and was just this close into making it this year. So she's a great example of someone that did what the class was, then evolved, went to a different level from the classroom dynamic, and then now is moving forward to that games athlete.
Cool, cool. And so now looking forward to the Team Series competition. Do you have a teammate so far?
Yes. So before I even go into that, the Team Series is kind of like a duo, right? Like a team, right?
Yeah.
You got partnerships. And as Oscar-winning movies like Lethal Weapon and Tango Cash has showed us, that having people that have different kinds of strengths and weaknesses balance each other out to accomplish this goal, right? Yeah. So having said that, I think if you have like a really strong athlete with a really strong athlete, you won't really perform as well in a team series because there's no really balance, right? You have a gymnastic guy, you got a strong guy. It makes sense. Yeah. Right now, what it's looking like for my team, our team is egg whites and brown rice. One of us has been very determined and been CrossFitting for a while, been consistent in the gym. Another one of us, which we won't name, has really just been really avoiding a lot of the rowing and assault bikes and burpees, and really just trying to get mediocre strong. Yeah. So it's going to be interesting. I don't know, but hopefully we can see there's some kind of balancing out. Maybe I can hold my weight in some workouts, he can help him pull his, and I think that's one of the cool things about the team series is. You don't have to be an elite athlete to participate in it. Yeah. You just got to find someone that kind of like fills in your holes in that domain of, gymnastics and, we'll say cardio, right? Or what do you want to call it? Give me a word.
Metabolic conditioning.
Yeah, you can use a big word like that. It's cool. And strength, Yeah. So having someone that fills in some of those gaps, I think is going to make a stronger partner, stronger pair.
Well, right on, man. I'll be keeping an eye out for egg whites
and brown rice. Egg whites and brown rice.
Dude, thanks so much for chatting with me today.
Of course.
Yeah, the team series is going to kick off Wednesday, September 20th. We'll be bringing you guys the announcements live via an announcement special at our gym at CrossFit HQ. If you haven't already, head over to the game site, grab a buddy, register, be a part of the 2017 team series. You can register at games.crossfit.com.